Hey everyone, Coach Michelle here. So let's talk about breaking up. We're going to break up with sugar. And if you've been following my videos and my blog this whole time about sugar, you pretty much know why you should break up with sugar. And we're not talking about all sugar. You know, we're talking about the refined white stuff, you know, that stuff that's got like 50, 60 different names. They hide it in everything. They add it to everything. So let's talk about how do you break up with sugar. Because, you know, if you're addicted to sugar and you have these sugar cravings, it is hard to do. But it can be easy at the same time. So some people, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. And some people just need to go cold turkey. You know, you need to just stop having anything with the added sugar. You know, I'm not saying everything with sugar, because there are some things with natural sugar. You have fruits. You have, you know, certain vegetables have sugar in it. Things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this processed stuff, this jar stuff, you know, all these things that have added sugar. What you can do is you can just go cold turkey, start eating healthy, you know, ditch all the processed stuff. Let's say you normally eat like the already, you know, the oatmeal that comes in the packets. It's got the flavoring and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Make your own oatmeal. Add your own fruit, your own like stevia, honey, things like that to sweeten it. Make it natural. You know, that's just little things you can do. Now, some people need to slowly kick the habit. And I get that. So if that's the case, you know, take it day by day, week by week. And what you can do is say, this week, cut out, say, the sodas. Swap it for like unsweet tea. Swap it for water. Use stevia to sweeten it. Add like fruit to flavor it. Then the following week, cut out, say, that sugar-filled cereal or that, you know, packaged oatmeal, things like that, and make your own oatmeal and flavor it yourself. And then the following week, cut out something else, and so on until you know, you've like progressed to having no sugar. Now, for most people, the first way is going to be the best, and that's just kind of going cold turkey, cutting out everything that has processed sugar. Because what's going to happen is, if you're addicted to sugar or you have those cravings, well, let's say you are going without sugar for 1 or 2 days because you're trying to cut things out, and then you decide, oh, well, I'm going to have a little bit of sugar, and then I'll get back to it tomorrow. Well, basically, when you've done without and you started having those withdrawal symptoms or those cravings kick in really high, once you feed into that, and you cave into it and you have a little bit of sugar, you're basically starting at square one again. So you're starting the process all over again. And, you know, some people, it can be like a week. If they can get through a week, then they're good. Some people, it's 10 days. Some people need 21 days to 30 days to fully kick the habit. But also what you need to do is replace some of that stuff. Let's say you normally get like a candy bar or something. Well, I know it's not the same, but grab an apple, grab an orange, grab some watermelon that's fixing to be in season to help replace that sugar, because that is natural sugar and it'll still give you that sweetness. And let's say you're used to, you know, eating, I don't know, pie. You like having pie. Well, you can still have pie, but find healthier versions to make with healthier sugar options to replace that refined sugar, that bad sugar. Have, you know, sweeter vegetables. There's like sweet bell peppers, sweet potatoes, things like that to help replace some of that, you know, sweetness that you're lacking. Now, personally, I find if I eat certain foods and, you know, I'm drinking my shake that I drink, I don't have those sugar cravings. But when I'm lacking certain things in my diet, they kick in. and if I start eating a lot of things, now I'm going to tell you, we're not just talking about candy bars and pies and cakes and things like that. We're talking about breads. We're talking about biscuits or, you know, those flour tortillas, even things like that. They're carbs. They have sugar added. Those carbs, you know, they turn into other things in your body. It's the same difference. So you need to replace the bad carbs with good carbs. So instead of that that white potato, have a sweet potato. Instead of white rice, have brown rice. You know, just little swaps like that will really help with kicking those sugar habits. But I will be writing a blog later that's going to give you some more ideas. And I hope I gave you a little bit of information to help you out here and some tips that will help you out. And I'll check you later.